What's going on, my peeps on YouTube? Happy New Year, happy 2012. We made it, baby. It's been a long time since my peoples have heard from me, man. Quality of this video might not be all that great because I'm doing it on my iPad too, and it's kind of dim in here. So the camera on the iPad tends to do that. With the dimmer the surroundings, the less quality the video is. But hopefully it's good enough for y'all to see what's going on. Again, as always, if you hear loud ruckus and noise in the background, that's my kids beating the living crap out of each other. So, we're just gonna get right into it, man. I got a lot of things to get into. I'll probably do 2 videos, but the first one right now, I'm gonna introduce my wrestling DVD collection because for Christmas, my mother-in-law got me a DVD that I really wanted. It's the first wrestling DVD I get in over 3 or 4 months. You know what I'm saying? It's a small collection, but it's everything that's important to me as far as wrestling goes. So we're just gonna get right into it, man. Of course, I'll save the newest edition for last. All right. So right off the bat, this is probably my only real WWE DVD as far as the wrestler it's focused on. It's my favorite wrestler in the WWE, probably always has been, and that is the King of Kings, Triple H. This is Triple H, King of Kings. You remove the cover and then you got the skeleton face, and it's got it's a double disc set featuring some of his greatest matches from everyone from Kevin Nash to Shawn Michaels, John Cena, Chris Benoit, I believe, is also featured in it. Everybody, man. Just it has over 20 matches in the 2 DVDs, and it's got a lot of commentary and interviews from Triple H himself as he's talking about what direction the company was going in when this certain match was going on, what he was thinking, what he was told, all that. It gets a lot of good insight into the business from one of the best. So that's that. Up next, I have my favorite wrestler of all time, right next to the Macho Man Randy Savage. Rest in peace. That's got to be Sting. I got TNA's Sting, The Return of an Icon. This focuses on 2005 when he jumped back into the game into TNA after retiring from WCW, all the way till about right before his Bound for Glory match with Jeff Jarrett in 06, I believe that was. So very good DVD, a lot of great matches in here, a lot of great matches. You're talking about TNA's early days, so you got some really good matches with him and Scott Steiner, Jeff Jarrett, Samoa Joe, Abyss, AJ Styles, Daniels. Everybody's in this DVD, and you also got a lot of feedback from all the TNA stars. From Sanjay Dutt, Jay Lethal, AJ Styles, a bunch of them. Even the commentators, Don West and Mike Tenay, telling you what Sting means to them and who he is, and what's their favorite Sting moment and all that. A lot of cool stuff, especially if you're a Sting fan. Love this DVD. Next up, I got the infamous Monday Night Wars. I love this DVD and I hate it. I love it because it takes me back to some of the best moments of my teenage years. Watching WCW and WWE going at it. I hate it because a lot of the facts in here are skewed, and you can tell that if you know the industry and you know the business and you know what really happened to WCW and why it really went down. There's a lot of things in here that are a little twisted as far as the truth goes, but for the most part, it's pretty accurate. And it's a really good DVD. It just documents the entire thing from beginning to end. The rise of WCW when they took over and dominated WWE, and when they fell apart because of poor management and leadership. But a really good DVD. Some really good highlights and matches in here. And it's got insight and interviews from everybody from Eric Bischoff to Vince McMahon to Briscoe, Patterson, Shawn Michaels. Everybody's in here, so it's a really good DVD. Up next, these 3 are it's a really good collection right here. Each of the following 3 I'm going to show you are 3 disc sets, alright? We'll start off with the Essential Collection of Starrcade. Alright, there on the cover you got Sting, Dusty Rhodes, and Ric Flair. Sorry, I couldn't see that through the glare. Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes, and Sting. You open it up, and it's a beautiful 3 disc set that you got right there. That's my little boy right there. You got a 3 disc set right there. Boom. This 1, 2, and 3, beautifully done. Beautiful purple pinkish color. On the inside, you got some really cool pictures like Sting and Luger being, suplexing each other. Ric Flair, black and white. I mean, this has some of the best matches of all time ever put together, and all taking place at Starrcade. Starrcade was WrestleMania before there was a WrestleMania. A lot of WWE marks don't want to hear that. I'm sorry, it's true. Starrcade was Mania before Mania existed. All right, it was the WrestleMania of the old days, and WCW carried it until they went out of business. You got some great matches in there, man, from Sting and Hogan in '97, which was the epic 1-year build. You know the whole story. You got Goldberg and Kevin Nash. You got some of the old days, Ric Flair and Sting, Ric Flair and the American Dream. You got everybody's in here, bro. Everybody you could think of. They talk about Tully Blanchard. They talk about a bunch of other dudes, and you just see all the matches, man. Even from when they were in black and white. So it goes back and gives you a good history of the event, what it meant, where it came from. and what the NWA and WCW were doing with that. The next is another 3-disc set, The Rise and Fall of WCW. As you can tell by now, I'm a WCW fanatic. Even in, we're in 2012, not even 12 years after it's gone out of business, I still believe that was the superior wrestling promotion I have ever witnessed. WCW in its prime was so far above anything WWF has ever achieved, or WWF, WWE, whatever you want to call them, has ever achieved, that it's not even funny. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of comments on the video from people who disagree or whatever, and you're free to disagree, but you can't deny facts. For almost 2 years, they not only were superior in ratings to Raw, they dominated the ratings in Raw. And when you compare the two shows' output of ratings, it's if people weren't even watching Raw. They were all watching WCW. Like it or not, love it, hate it, accept it. WCW was the bomb. And this DVD is a 3-disc set, as I said, that just shows you basically the rise and fall of WCW. And this one, again, since it's a WWE production, a little bit of the facts and a little bit of the history are skewed, but for the most part, like I said, it's pretty accurate. And it goes through the whole thing, the very beginning of WCW, where it came from, when Bischoff took power, what he did with the company, how he rose into prominence, and then, the slow and steady decline. So it goes through a lot of stuff, man. It's a really wonderful collection. I really enjoy this one. I watched this one quite a bit. And last but not least, this is my brand new one. This is my pride and joy, man. This I mentioned this to my wife a couple weeks before Christmas. Just told her, keep an eye out for it. You can get it for me, or buy it for one of my family members to get it for me or whatnot. That'd be cool. And I didn't stress it anymore. I didn't really think I was gonna get it. And Christmas Day came, and I was really wanting somebody to just hand it to me, and nobody did. And then a couple days later, I went to go see my mother-in-law, and she had it for me, and boom, the very best of WCW Monday Nitro. This is a 3-disc bomb, baby. This is just everybody, man. This is a 3-disc set that covers the absolute best Monday Nitro had to offer. Now, Monday Nitro was the rawest wrestling show that's ever gone on air. I'm sorry, Raw has never been able to touch Monday Nitro. I'm sorry. When you have 3 hours every Monday, not 2, not 2.5, 3 hours, and every night they were going to overtime. So you're talking about 3 hours and 15 minutes, more or less, every night of live, not taped, no real way to get the info on what's gonna happen. Live, spontaneous wrestling mayhem with the best stars the industry's ever seen, from Sting, Kevin Nash, Hulk Hogan, Scott Hall, Six, Diamond Dallas Page, Ric Flair, Roddy Piper, Chris Benoit, Rey Mysterio, Dean Malenko, Chris Jericho, Juventud Guerrero, the Ultimo Dragon. You had everybody under this promotion. Ultimate Warrior was there for a spell. Everybody was there, man. WCW was it, man. And Monday Nitro was a juggernaut. And this has a lot of the best moments from Monday Nitro. It does leave out a few moments that I thought were key, that should have been there. Like, for example, Sting turning into, accepting the Wolfpack's invitation to become its newest member, and donning the red and black is not in there. I mean, you see matches in here, in clips with Sting donning the red and black, but you don't see that moment that gave so many of us goosebumps when he descended from the ceiling, faked out Hollywood Hogan and the Giant into thinking he was with them, then turned on them, slammed the Giant in the middle of the ring, ripped that white and black shirt off, and was wearing red and black under. That was awesome. You know what I'm saying? We don't see that. There's a couple of moments that aren't there, but for the most part, everything that made WCW Monday Nitro the best wrestling show that has ever aired is all in this 3-disc set. Sorry about that. This 3-disc set. And it's hosted by Diamond Dallas Page. He hosts the entire thing, all 3 discs. He comes in, gives you some insight, tells you what you're going to see, talks about how it was at that certain time. Like, disc 1 covers the very beginning, disc 2 covers 97 and 98, disc 3 covers 99 and to the end. And he tells you about everything that was going on at the time and everything. So, you know what I'm saying? It's amazing. It's my favorite DVD by far. It takes me back to some of the best wrestling matches that I've ever been blessed enough to be witness to. So, once again, here's my wrestling DVD collection. The very best of WCW Monday Nitro, 3-disc set. The Rise and Fall of WCW, 3-disc set. The Essential Collection Starrcade, 3-disc set. The Monday Night Wars. Sting, The Return of an Icon. And Triple H, King of Kings. That's my DVD collection for wrestling, man. There's a lot more that I want to get, but I don't really focus on it too much like I do on video games. That's why it's not that big. But I hope y'all enjoyed that, and I made that video so you can see it, and you can see what my newest edition was. God bless y'all. I'm coming back with one of my Christmas presents. God bless. Later.